Hey guys, welcome back to another video. As you see in the current mayor elections, Finnegan is going to be the next mayor in Hypixel Skyblock. So today, we're going to be going over his 3 perks, what to do to take advantage of it, and finally possible flips and investments that can make you millions of coins. So with that, let's begin. We are going to go over each of Finnegan's perks one by one. The first one is Goated. Goated includes 10% more players in each bracket of the Jacob's farming contest. Essentially what this means is that there's going to be 10% more players that get into the diamond bracket, 10% more in platinum, gold, silver, and bronze. In other words, it is much easier for you to get into one of these brackets. If you're hunting silver medals in order to unlock tier 5 turbo enchant books, or gold medals in order to unlock farming 60, this is the best time to do so, as more players will be able to enter those brackets. Along with that, you're also going to be able to make more money, as being able to get into a higher bracket means that you will get better rewards. Items that you get from the Jacob's farming contests, such as Jacob tickets and the medals themselves, can stock up in profit a lot over time. I recommend trying to play as many Jacob's farming contests as possible during Finnegan. If you don't have all gold medals, you should probably try making a setup for those crops and getting it. And if you already have all golds, then just farm the crop that's gonna get you the most money. If you have a lot of Jacob's tickets and medals laying around, I recommend turning them into the Anita's artifact, and selling them in that form, since that will make you more money. Now we move on to Pelt-Pocalypse, and this one gets pretty overpowered. Pelt-Pocalypse gives you 1.5 times more pelts from Trevor in the Mushroom Desert, allows you to hunt a new trapper mob, and purchase new items from the trapper shop. Pelt grinding is already an incredibly good money making method for early and mid game players, and being able to obtain 50% more pelts is extremely overpowered. Along with that, the new items that you can buy from the trapper shop are also pretty overpowered, especially if you want to max out pest grinding. Items like the brown bandana have the most amount of profit that you can get from any trapper item, increasing your profit even more. What I recommend you do if you're an early or mid-game player is trying out pest grinding and see how much money you can make doing it. If you guys want me to make a pelt grinding guide, do let me know in the comments down below. And the final perk is Blooming Business. Blooming Business rewards you fine flour and 10% more copper for accepting visitors. Along with that, it invites 5 unique visitors to your garden and makes higher rarity visitors 20% more likely to show up. Firstly, the fine flour sells for a good amount on the bazaar and can really add to your profits if you're consistently accepting visitors. The 10% copper is actually pretty overpowered, since copper can be used to buy certain garden items that can be sold for millions of coins on the bazaar and auction. Unfortunately for us, the most overpowered of the 5 unique visitors, the Ravenous Rhino, just forgot to show up. I'm not actually sure why, I'm pretty sure it's a bug though. Not that kind of bug. The other 4 are pretty good since they give you a ton of copper, fine flour, and farming XP. However, it is kinda sad that we don't get the big guy. Finally, making higher rarity visitors 20% more likely to show up drastically increases the amount of money that you can get from accepting visitors. Legendary visitors like Jerry and Clerk Seraphine are always profit accepting due to how much copper they give. So making sure that they spawn in more often will give you more profit overall. What you have to do in order to take advantage of this perk is pretty self-explanatory. This perk makes accepting visitors way more rewarding. So if you're not already farming 60, need copper, need to max out visitors, or just want more money, I highly recommend accepting visitors during Finnegan. Now that we've gone over all of Finnegan's perks and what you should do during them, it's time to go over some flips and investments that can make you a ton of money. The first flip that you can do is book flipping. The books I recommend are Terminator and any turbo crop book. The way you do this is by buying a ton of tier 1s and crafting them all the way up to tier 5. Terminator books easily make around 1 million coins profit per, and tier 1 turbo crop books can be bought for essentially no coins and can sometimes be sold for over 500,000. The next flip is a flip I've already talked about, and that is the Anita's artifact. The Anita's artifact can be crafted with around 3.8 million coins worth of Jacob tickets and some gold, silver, and bronze medals. They usually go for around 7 to 8 million coins, meaning if you buy Jacob tickets and have a lot of medals lying around, you're going to be making around 3 to 4 million coins profit. You can do the same with practically any item here, including the mathematical hoe blueprint. And the final thing that you can do is invest in items that you can buy from the new trapper shop. This is because not only is it a lot of profit to just grind the pelts and buy those items, but those items are only accessible during Finnegan, meaning they go up in price by a lot afterwards. If you're able to stack up on these items, you can easily increase your profits by a lot. But anyways, those are all the things that you need to know for the upcoming Mayor Finnegan. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it useful, please subscribe as it helps me out a lot. Comment down below any other guides or video ideas you want me to make, and I'll see you guys in the next one.